Good morning, sunshines. Today, I thought we'd mix it up a bit because I haven't done any like straight workout videos in a while. So I have a couple workouts that I didn't really have vlog footage to put around, really. So I thought that maybe we could do a workout voiceover because I can't even remember the last time I've done that, mainly because I prefer to just show through experience, kind of. Because when I give tips, I don't want to sound stupid because I am just giving these from like an experience standpoint, not from like I was trained through a professional with like a professional vocabulary, vernacular standpoint. So this is just going to be my tips that I've learned from these movements, and these are just some things that I kind of like doing. Without further ado, let's do a little voiceover. Tips with Nikki. All right, we are off to get in a workout with Mac. Low-key dreading. See how this goes. So we started off, I'm starting this off with a workout with Mac, of course. These are exercises that he's chosen, obviously, and I'm just doing them. So the first one was straight leg deadlifts, or Romanian deadlifts, I guess. I think there's a small difference in like the bend on your knee. But I just always remember to pull up with my glutes as I'm like coming up from this movement and like really like squeeze them. Like you should feel it in the glute, you know what I mean? Otherwise, I think a lot of people make the mistake and activate their back a little bit, which is not what you want to do. So I just make sure that my glute is the one doing the movement as I'm pulling up, and it's always super effective. I always get so sore in my hammies, and especially that like glute hammy tie-in area. And then he made me do these terrible things with ankle, what are they called? Stretchy bands, ankle bands. So we did in and out like jumping squats with that, which is torturous and burns so bad, and it's actually really challenging. So I highly recommend you try those out. I'm not really sure a lot of other things that you would do with ankle bands, and actually like after these, because I did this as a like tri-set, and after all these ankle movements, I was actually kind of in a lot of pain because I had to do this thing where I had to like laterally walk with them as well, which I don't know if I actually got on camera. But that was another movement that I would say is really nice for like your abductors. So definitely recommend. This exercise I actually did in both of these workouts because I remembered after doing these with Mac, I was like, oh, I love Smith machine leg press, because as a short person, I feel that when I get into machines, they're just not made for short people. And I just always feel awkward. I'm trying to adjust it in so many different ways, and I just can't fit on the machine. So I think leg press kind of takes away the awkwardness of certain leg press machines, I guess. And I get like a fuller range of motion there, and I really get that stretch in my adductors and abductors as I'm like going down in the movement. So I really like these and recommend them. But I did notice that my back would kind of round at the bottom, so I was trying to like make it not do that, if that makes sense. So super fun movement, but definitely recommend if you're like short and you feel that you're not fitting into your leg press like me. I do fit into a lot of them, but just not all of them. I feel like they don't have the proper adjustments for me. After that, we did leg extensions, which speaking of machines not fitting, we had to adjust for me. So I'm like sitting on a mat, and I have like another like booster child seat behind me. It's essentially like building a car seat sometimes, because especially at apartment gyms, machines are just not as friendly to adjustments from my experience. So we kind of like adjusted that until I felt it felt correct, I suppose. But yeah, another good quad movement. I know they can be bad for your knees, so I just never go really heavy on those. Of course, I'm not like trying to hit PRs on leg extensions. And you know, it was torturous and terrible. 10 out of 10. Pain. Level of enthusiasm.
What happened? Come on, one more.
It's not worth it, guys. Don't do it. Workout I'm showing you is one that I did myself, of course. This is at the No Limit gym that I go to. It's like a private gym in North Hollywood that I really enjoy because it's usually pretty empty. Good morning, sunshines. We're gonna start off today with a workout. I'm already sweating and I haven't even walked out there. Wish me luck. I always start off my workouts on my own with a stairmaster or some kind of cardio device machine to get my heart rate up a little bit and to get started. Sometimes when I go to the gym, I'm like, I don't want to do anything, and so I'll always go in and I'll just be like, okay, I can at least do 10 minutes on the stairmaster, if nothing else. Once my heart rate gets up from that 10 minutes or whatever, then I'm usually motivated enough to continue and do other things and whatnot. So I always start with that, try to get like my blood pumping, and I'm like, okay, now I'm ready to do this workout. So first workout I started with for this workout was the hack squat. I always kind of debate on whether I'm gonna do it the normal way or reverse way. When you do a reverse hack squat, what I've noticed is that it's very easy to kind of feel it in your back if you're like too arched or your shoulders aren't in the right place. So I try to adjust as I can to make sure that I'm not feeling it there, and then just really focus on the movement, and that with every movement that you're doing, you should be feeling it in the area that you're trying to feel it in. Because a lot of times if I just zone out or something, I won't be paying attention, and I won't be like focusing on what I'm supposed to be focusing on, and then my back will start to compensate and I'll start to lose my form, and like everything goes to shit. And I know it the next day because I'll be so sore in the wrong areas, and I'm like, dang it, I did it wrong. And I used to do that with squats a lot until I like really learned how to do a squat. So I did play around with these a little bit just to make sure that I put my shoulders on the very edge, and then I had to put my feet placement a certain way just to make sure that I was feeling it only where I wanted to be feeling it, in my legs, butt, quads, hamstrings, and whatnot, but not in my back or like anywhere awkward. But I love the reverse hack squat. It just is a different kind of feeling and positioning, and I feel that it activates certain like quad muscles more depending on your foot placement than like traditional squats, for example. And I just like to mix it up, and this gym is a cool hack squat. I always love to try hack squats in new gyms. I haven't done these glute kickbacks on a Smith machine in so long. I'm literally with no weight right now, struggling. So I think all Smith machines are very different in what their bar weighs and what they just feel like per movement. So feel free to feel yourself first, because this is just annoyingly hard right now, but that's okay. We're gonna do them anyway. Yeah. After the lying leg press, I figured since I was on the Smith machine anyway, I would just try these. These are like donkey kickbacks or glute kickbacks on the Smith machine. I used to always do them on this, and then I really started to enjoy doing them on a lying hamstring curl when you like push it back on that. But this gym that I go to doesn't have one of those, so I would either do it on the Smith machine or you do it on the cables. But it's a really good like glute isolation movement, and I like single leg stuff because otherwise I feel that I definitely like 100% my right side is the stronger side. It's just more balanced. It's more like I can do more reps on that side. My left side is just like a little bit weaker, and I can tell. So I think single leg movements really help to like balance that out personally. So I always try to like incorporate at least one of those into every like exercise that I'm doing. Even like stuff like leg extensions, you can do like one leg at a time if you want, you know? So if you're trying to mix it up after a while, try maybe doing a normal exercise that you would do, but do like one leg. Maybe not like squats. I guess you could do pistol squats. I'm terrible at those though, personally. And another one leg exercise, sorry, there's like turf or something all over my legs. But these are one leg glute bridges off a Bosu ball. And I was looking at some of my old videos, honestly, and just trying to get ideas for workouts, which is something I do a lot. And this was just one of them, and I figured I would try them out just for a last little like glute finisher for the workout, I guess. And you know, they just burn. And it's one of those things that like looks really easy, and then you're like, why am I in so much pain right now? So that's another good like single leg movement that you could try out if you haven't done it in a while. You can do them from the ground, you can do them off a Bosu ball. You can get creative with little bridges, because I feel like just whatever you have available around you. You could do these at home, obviously. You could do them with a band around your legs. Whatever you want to do to stimulate your body differently, keep your exercises and workouts interesting, I think you could do. And to top it off, my last exercise, I like to do elevated reverse lunges, because I think you just get more of a stretch and more of a better range of motion with elevated. And then I love, and I used to do this all the time, but I haven't in a while, I guess, or maybe, I don't know, sort of. But overhead movements, like literally my abs will be sore the next day, because I have to keep my core so tight to hold something overhead that I just think you get that extra tension and that extra like core workout with the movement. So why not add them all together? And that's why I like to do overhead movement stuff. But yeah, those are my tips that I can think of off the top of my head. These are like the things that are going through my head as I'm doing the workout, and I think it might help people out just to put it in like layman's terms and kind of simplify it for you. But yeah, let me know if you want me to do more of these workout voiceover videos, and that's gonna be it for me. See you in the next video. Bye.